So what's going on stream? What's going on YouTube? This is the final Dead or Alive 6 tier list. Wait, before we start, Caliber, do you want to put a webcam on or you go without one?
I don't even have one, so I mean.
Oh shit. Cool. Okay, cool. We'll just go with the voice. All right. So this is the final tier list for Dead or Alive 6. It's been a while since I've done one. I want to say it's been like 6 months, and I think the last time I did one was with Blackberry. I did the first one with So Sick Nash Fan, and then I did one with Blackberry. So we're gonna do one this time with XcaliburBladez. Make sure you guys check out XcaliburBladez on YouTube because he makes like a lot of good DOA. He's making a lot of DOA 5 content right now, so make sure you guys subscribe to him. I'm gonna link that shit at the bottom. But either way, I'm hoping that this doesn't take too much time, but also I want to go into depth with a lot of this stuff because I wanted to get XcaliburBladez because he has a very interesting take on the cast. I mean, I obviously top 5 for everyone is probably, if you know what you're talking about, it's probably going to be more or less the same with a couple exceptions here and there. But a lot of the stuff when you get further down towards like the B and the C and the D tier, even A tier, it can be like arguable. But so I'm looking at the characters right now I have in front of me. I'm actually not going to load them up there yet. But as a matter of fact, let me see if I can actually do that before we get started. Can I just plop that right there?
To look at something too, because
it's been a minute. I can just plop these bitches right here. Okay, I didn't know that. Boop. Look at that.
Can you guys see feel those? Like my old tier list will be a little more changed because those sit-down stuns that they added a lot. Yeah,
it did. And you know what's crazy? When they added them sit-down stuns, I remember, I'm not going to say no names because I don't want to be shady, but people was like, somebody was like, yeah, this doesn't really change the meta. I'm like, are you on a fucking crack pipe? Like, what are you talking about? Like, bro, First of all, no, it wasn't you. Someone was like, oh, it doesn't change the meta. I'm like, bro, like, they're like, oh, everybody had a fatal stun anyways. I'm like, dude, fatal rush is a high. Like, it's not a mid, and most fatal rushes don't cover any ground. Like, if you look at Ayane's fatal stun literally covers full fucking screen. That shit is crazy, and it's active for hella long. So, for somebody to say that shit didn't change the meta was wild.
At first, I didn't think it would, but I'm like, wait, Iliad and Phase 4, these strong characters, and they get one good thing. It's like a snowball effect. They're ridiculous now.
So we pretty much got everybody there. If I'm missing anyone, make sure you guys let me know. Hold up. What tier you put mine? I haven't done anything yet. We haven't done shit. So we're going to go ahead and knock this out. Again, I got XcaliburBladez here for me, with me for the final tier list. So again, how I usually do mine, I don't spend too much time talking about the worst characters in the game. So in your opinion, because I hit you up and I asked you if you wanted to do S, A, B, C, D. I thought that was good. No S+, no S++. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty flexible with it.
Yeah. So it's cool. So in your opinion, who do you think belongs in D tier? D tier obviously being the lowest tier in the game.
Okay, so we're talking about the worst character right now?
Yes.
Bayman free.
Okay, so Bayman, let me put him in D tier. All right, so with Bayman, one thing that people do in fighting games, this isn't just DOA, this is fighting games, but people base tier lists based off of how well they do against a character. And in my opinion, that's the improper way to do it. Everyone has a bad matchup that they face. In my opinion, so one of my worst matchups, two of my worst matchups in the game is Bayman, and it's always been Bayman because of the way he is. His forward grab is annoying as shit. But if you're good to react in offensive holds and stuff like that, that's it's not going to hurt you. I'm not good at reacting to offensive holds. Because of that, Bayman will literally fucking destroy me. So Bayman, I struggle against.
Should be any higher.
Doesn't mean that he's super good. That just means that I struggle against him. So Bayman is going to chill right down here in D tier. And I'm okay with that because Bayman got completely fucked. Real quick, though, what is your reasoning behind why he belongs down there?
Oh, well, just like you said, he's completely fucked. But the system itself nerfed Bayman. Slowscaping on heavyweight characters was extremely good. Neutral changed a lot. And Bayman is way too stubby to survive in neutral against literally anybody, even Hanoka and EmeryReigns.
Right. And, in 5, when you broke his throws and stuff like that, it allowed him to keep pressure. And then his quarter circle forward kick, it was +1. +1's not huge for him, but he has one of his best tracking moves that's literally negative on block to the point where he can't do fuck all. Like so that was completely
But it's like when you literally break a character and like the mechanics nerf a character, that shit hurts. On top of the tools already.
Yes, and the mechanics definitely nerfed him 100%. And his bound, let's not even front, his ability to use the bound system is fucking trash. They did my boy dirty. Who else do you think belongs in D tier? I forgot he honestly even had a bounce. Yeah, exactly. Who else do you think would go into B tier with Bayman?
D tier Bayman. Unfortunately, it hurts to say that.
What's character? You cut out a little bit. Oh, you keep cutting out. What the hell is going on, Pat?
Okay. How about here? Hey, Raidu. I think Raidu is
Raidu.
the second
Okay.
worst.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. Oh, good.
My boy Raido. He looks cool. Okay, the idea of Raido is great. He's got an electric wind god face. He breaks your neck. You know, he throws you up in the air. He slams you in your face and all this other stuff. He's got his 1P back from DOA 5, which I honestly think he should have never lost, because before he had that, he wasn't even pickable. You shouldn't have even picked the character. However, the stuff that Bayman Raido struggles from is the same stuff he struggled from in 5. You know, you can literally hold out of his stuns immediately.
Yeah.
You can't do anything. He's unsafe.
Like, they don't do anything to help him.
Exactly. And Master even said that they were working on something to make Raido a little more viable.
What?
Literally, you can hold instantly out of his stuns and he's negative. Why would you want to play a character like that? Exactly. And my biggest problem with him is that he is a boss character. He's literally a boss character and he's ass. Like, what is the point? That's so counterintuitive. Like, it doesn't make any sense. So, yeah, I agree. Raido, high damage output, but you got to hit somebody first, and that's the issue. Yeah. And you're not going to hit anybody with him. So,
and
that's completely out of the window.
He moves even slower in this game.
Oh, my God, his movement.
I'm surprised.
Bro,
I saw your video, you complaining about that. Oh, my God.
Bro, his backdash is not move. He doesn't move. He literally doesn't move. Like, he inches backwards.
For the first time 2 months ago, and I was like, oh, my God.
It's terrible.
I can't do it.
And in a game where you can't get hit, because obviously you know in this game when you get hit and you get launched, you lose 40% of your life bars. You're going to hit a fucking dodge ram.
In general, so
exactly.
Imagine.
So yeah, Raido's going down there for sure. I agree. So obviously now we're going to move up to C tier. Now, one thing I want to throw in here about C tier and up, I want you guys to understand. D tier is obviously the lowest of the low, but that doesn't necessarily mean that those characters can't win. Obviously, Bayman has the ability to beat people. That's and Raido as well. They have the ability to beat people. We see Hoodless in ranked match beating fucking really good players with Raido just doing 1P, but it still doesn't mean that the characters are OD.
Yeah.
However, when you go up past like D tier and go up to C tier, we're getting to the point where every character from this point on has the ability to win, I think. C tier does not mean a character is bad. And I hate when people say, oh, you put that character in C tier. Like, that doesn't mean that the character is bad. It means that they're just not as strong as Kasumi. Okay? And I can't wait to talk about that bitch. So, C tier. We're going to go ahead and talk about C tier. So, who do you think belongs in C tier? Do you got the stream up right now?
No.
Okay. But I might be able to share my screen with you if you want to do that.
I'm actually using my old tier list.
Okay.
To try and make a difference now.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I didn't know you were looking at it. So, yeah, who do you think would go in C tier?
See, in my old one, I had Lei Fang there. But I've been thinking about it, and it's kind of weird because it's like Lei Fang has every single tool, but again, like it's always a system mechanic that always plays the biggest role. Her neutral got nerfed. Her damage got nerfed because everyone's got.
Oh my God, she doesn't do any damage.
Lei Fang, right?
Yes, I realized that. Like, she doesn't hurt.
It's like it's way too much effort for no reason. And if you bring her to a tournament, you have to count on playing absolutely perfectly, and it's just the damage output isn't fair.
Right.
I want to change it now. I want to put her later in the future. I don't want to talk about her. So the first character I would put is who would be at the top? Are we doing, by the way?
Am I, for me, you know what, hold on, before we go on, can you want to talk on Facebook instead, because you're cutting out so much and I don't know why. It's obviously something to do with your computer, but if we do Facebook, you can just kind of talk like you're on the phone, kind of.
I'm on my phone, actually, so maybe it's that. I mean,
do you have headphones in?
No.
Yeah. Damn, I don't know why you're cutting out like that. That doesn't make any sense. You guys hear it too, right? Like, you hear him cutting
Discord.
out? I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's got to be something with your noise gate. Yeah, let me try to call you on Facebook and see if that helps. Hold on, guys. Let me see. Let me see if we can do this. Hold on. Let me know if you guys can hear him.
Okay, what's up?
Yo, say something. Test your.
Yo, what's good?
Okay, that sounds actually a lot better than what we had. Let me just turn your voice up.
Yeah, damn Discord.
All right, can you guys hear him now?
Hey guys, can you guys hear me?
That's way better. So we'll just use this. Okay. And I turned your voice up to the max. It can't go any higher than that. So,
Okay.
I definitely agree. I definitely don't think that Lei Feng belongs in C tier because even though she doesn't hurt,
Yeah.
I was actually having a conversation with a couple of other people. Lei Feng, if you think about it, there's a few things here and there that got changed with this game, but I mean with her in this game. But if you think about it on paper, you got to look at the tools she has on paper. She still got a Sabaki. She still has parries. Her crushing ability is obviously not as strong as it once was.
Yeah.
But
Still
she's still
really
nonetheless she's still a
nonetheless.
very solid character with tons of tools. Because of that, I just could never put Lei Feng that low, but I wouldn't put her any higher than B because she just doesn't do enough damage.
Exactly. So that's why I wanted to talk about her later. But I'm looking at my list now. I'm like, this is definitely like a very prejudged thing, and I haven't been using Lei Feng at all to even gauge it that well. So
Yeah.
I want to put
Okay.
the new C tier Hanoka at the top of C tier.
Okay, I was actually waiting for that. I agree. So,
Yeah.
with Hanoka, there was a point where when this game first came out, I was kind of like, Hanoka, she's cool. She's got a lot of stuff. She's very unexplored.
Very
But the
unexplored.
biggest issue with
nobody wants to
Hanoka
touch
is her range. Like, I need people to understand. Hanoka is such a great character in terms of when she's playing in your face. If Hanoka's in your face, she's gonna fucking annihilate you. She's got Genfu's 1P. She's got 11 frame mid, 9 frame jab. She has great stun. She's got a reset throw. She has fucking Hokage, and she'll punch you in your head against the wall with Ain's old, wall throw. The only thing with Hanoka is that, and it's the only thing because think about it. If Hanoka had range, let's just say she had like Hayate, not even Hayate's range. Let's just she had like
please.
Kokoro or like
Yeah.
shit, even Zack's range.
She would be
even if
too
she had
much.
Zack's range.
She'd be a great character. Oh,
Yeah.
sounds so good.
But I think that's why, because if you think about, bro, all the stuff that she has, and now with her being a grappler character with the 4 frame neutral throw, I think that with her being a grappler now, if she had any more range than she does, she would be completely unfucking fair. She would just be out of this world broken.
And you know what actually saves her from not being like the worst character in the game? The system itself. Now the system buffed characters like her, where neutral game got buffed for people. So Hanoka, who literally couldn't even play neutral at all for not even a second, I actually love her neutral in this game.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. No. I mean, again, her range is her only real flaw. If we're really being honest here, like the bitch has a low punch that launches you up in the air like it's a mid. Like,
her range is absolutely garbage. It's just
terrible. And that's the biggest issue because I know. Exactly. I know as like Kokoro or Hayate, her get in is going to be the biggest struggle probably in the game. Like, what is she gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'd put her in C. I agree. Let me look at the rest of the list here. Let's see who we got here just to see if.
What do you think?
Looking at this. I mean, I don't know. I might get some slaps in the face for this, but then again, I don't know, man, because I'm taking some hot takes with this tier list because obviously I've been playing.
No, let's make it interesting. I mean, it really.
Yeah, I want to make this interesting, and I don't want people to be like, oh yeah, well, last tier list, like a lot of stuff has changed in the meta, and you actually got a chance to look at some of these characters, like, okay, this character might be a little bit fucked up. Where do you think EmeryReigns goes?
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say that. I was like, she's next. I think she's next, right there, next to Hanoka.
Right, and again, my last tier list, if I'm not mistaken, I had her in Bayman and Rido's tier. Her going up a tier is huge.
Yeah.
But if you think about it again, I think that as a community, we're very harsh on certain characters, and EmeryReigns, I feel like, was one of them because, you know, this bitch was a nightmare in 5. Like, when Sonic Fox was playing with this character and Ducky was playing with this character, it was a fucking nightmare. She was constantly sidestepping you and hitting you with her ass and fucking, like, she actually hurt a little more in that game. I had her at the bottom of everything, but if you look at it, she still has the Sabakis. Know, one thing that I really don't like about her, and this is gonna seem like a big problem, like a small problem, but her punch down kick, the fact that shit does nothing.
Thank you.
Why would they give a character a string? Exactly. It's literally a full 360 rotation low sweep that does nothing. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't even look right. Like,
she can't trip anybody.
Exactly. Like, why is she spinning like that if she ain't tripping you? I think it was a fucking bug, to be honest with you. And it's unsafe on block. Now, look, if it was safe on block, I can understand. It would be one of them lows that's like, okay, -4, -5 on hit, and it's safe on block. But they didn't even do that. What's the point of doing this shit?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't they do something to that move as well?
What do you mean?
Punch down kick ended up touching it somehow, I think.
I honestly, dude, if they did, I wouldn't
Yeah.
remember because this game's updates were so lackluster that they could have made Raido S tier and I wouldn't have known.
You wouldn't
about it.
notice. Either
wouldn't
way,
even fucking
even if
know.
they did touch it, they didn't make it a stun, even though.
And yeah, it definitely in the stun yet. So I mean, with that said, I think that her damage is an issue, but it doesn't necessarily make her one of the worst. I mean, it doesn't make her the worst character in the game because she doesn't have the same issues that other characters have. She's not big and clunky. Her movement doesn't suck, so therefore she can't be in D tier with the rest of those big motherfuckers.
And I agreed with you too because I did have her in D tier as well. She got bumped up. So, yeah.
Okay, so we'll move on from EmeryReigns. We won't spend too much time on her. Where do you think Brad Wong goes? And you're a Brad player, so that's why again you play a lot of these characters that people don't play. Where do you think Brad will go?
So Brad, I had him in B tier because of a lot of the cool buffs he got. But as of right now, he got lower.
And what they did to him with his close hit was crazy.
There's like so many things you could just keep going.
Bro, like the biggest thing for me, because look, I know Master Ari hit me up and he's like, hey man, you know, this is everything that they changed. And honestly, I really didn't review it as much as I should have, and I actually forgot to make the video on it. But the biggest thing for me was the close hit. I'm sure there's probably other big things, but this is the main thing I noticed. The close hit thing was fucking so unnecessary.
And he already
why did they even do that for?
After the first patch, they damage nerfed him, and then they took out his close hit in the next patch. So I'm like, what's up? What's wrong with Brad?
So, and my thing is, seriously, like, I made a video on time, and I'm kind of like, what the fuck is going through their heads when they do some of this? Who is using Brad Wong that's whooping people's asses that bad that's going to make you change his close
Bro,
seriously.
Master Ari got, like, a game on Hoodless, and they just said, get out.
Oh, yeah, they were like, that's right. That's right. My man Master Ari went offline for the first time. And as soon as he went offline, they nerfed Brad Wong, bro.
Poor guy.
They're so petty, bro. Team Ninja's so fucking petty.
Thank you for coming out.
Right, like that was so wild, bro. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, like come on, that's mad suspect.
All right, so all right, man. I think there's one more character that goes in here, and this is the chick of the hour. But I'm not putting Hitomi in B tier, bro. I'm just not gonna do it. She is ass. Okay, this character's ass. You know what? As a matter of fact, do you want to do a tier list with the middle? Do you want to do like a middle, like
with
between
the middle
A and B?
A and B first?
No, I'm saying like, do you want to do like a middle ground, kind of like, you know, B and C, kind of in the middle? Or you just want to do solid tiers?
I don't know what you mean by that. Explain a little more.
So, like, for example, if you don't want to put like, you know, how some tier lists have like C plus and B plus. Instead of doing that on some of my tier lists, I put them like C and B, kind of in the middle of tiers.
I love solid tiers. No.
Okay, so yeah, let's just stick to the solid tiers then.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess Hitomi could be in B tier. I would be okay with her being there. I wouldn't be against it. I mean, she still has a reset throw. She still has 2P plus K. She has and honestly, you know, she might be on some bullshit when she hits you, but when she does hit you, that character fucking hurts. Yeah. She does a lot of goddamn damage, bro. So we'll save Hitomi.
Like the biggest buff she got in the OA6, and this is what she needed always was her 6 HK buff. It got a range buff and it's -2 now.
What?
Yep, and it spaces on block better, so you can backdash after it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's actually
yep.
fucked up.
All right. Now again, you play a lot of these characters, so a lot of people in the chat are saying Bash should go in C tier. How do you feel about that?
I like Bass and B because we
Same.
have to remember we have to compare these characters to the characters that are already in the C tier. Like Bass
exactly
is like, come on, Mary, Anoka, they're good characters.
Right. Listen, guys, Bass is fucking. He's not crazy like bro. When Bass first came out in DOA 6, when the game first dropped, when he had his back throw, like that character was on some shit. But I can barely hear Caliber. I can't turn him up any more than what he is.
Oh shit!
Right, talk real quick. Let me know, guys.
Hey guys,
be better. All right, that should be better. I tried to turn it up a little bit more, but I don't want it to start scraping. But
all right.
Anyways, so yeah, back to the tier list. Bass Bass definitely doesn't belong in C tier, I don't believe, because, you know, he still does a very high amount of damage. He has Oki out of the ass. He can play the ground game. His low throw after his forward kick punch is literally a fucking option select every time, guaranteed. And forward kick punch hits very low to the ground, which means that he's probably always going to get that Oki every single time.
Yeah.
Offensive holds, he's heavy. You can't fucking bound him for shit. So, yeah, I definitely say Bash should go in B tier. I think we're done with C tier.
Yeah. And the good way to think about everything moving forward after C tier is compare everybody to Brad Wong. Like, are they as bad as Brad Wong?
Right.
And then, like, Bass is definitely not.
Right.
And neither is Hitomi. Like, the way these characters, Mary, Hanoka, and Brad got, like, messed up in this game.
But it's going to be crazy because I want you guys to understand how big of a difference in, you know, character viability between B and S tier. Like, you guys might be looking at it like, oh, there's only 2 tiers left. Like, guys, when we're talking about S tier, that means ridiculous. All right? Fucking through the roof ridiculous. When we're talking about B tier, we mean, okay, these characters are good. They're solid. So that's what we're getting at. We're getting to that solid tier right now. All right? Solid. Now listen to this. Just because Hitomi is a very online character, okay, and most Hitomi players that use her play her like an online character, doesn't mean she needs to be played that way. And I know this because I look at very good Hitomi players like Hoodless, who play very solid. If you notice, Hoodless uses 3 moves with Hitomi.
That's all.
3. None in which are forward punch, kick on block. Okay, there's a certain way you got to play certain characters. Hitomi obviously is one of them. You know, her H+K is super good, covers a lot of ground. You know, she's got 1P or 2P, which is actually 0 on hit in this game, which I don't know why the fuck they changed. You know what? It's because her forward punch is 12 frames now.
There you go.
So, yeah. Hitomi definitely got a couple of new things, and the character can be played solid. It's just the problem is the character has a bad representation, especially online, because no one plays the character correctly. So, let's move up to B tier. Who do you think the first character is at the top of B tier?
This one, I love this. Yeah, this is exciting now. What do you think about Lisa being at the top of B?
Let me just look at the characters first, because I wouldn't be opposed to it. Just let me look at who else there is in here.
I say this because she's not as strong as A tier characters, and she's very strong for a mid tier character.
Yep.
And as we keep going, like I'll try and explain why compared to the
So I would like to do Lisa first, and then Lei Feng right next to her.
That sounds good.
Okay.
That actually sounds perfect.
Yeah, that sounds great because, you know, again, I want you guys to understand, as we get into this B tier, these characters can win. Not saying they can win the easiest in the world, but they have the ability to, and they're not those characters that you don't ever really see. Like, they're very strong. Lisa is fucking wild.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Diego. Wait a minute. Wait, where are we putting Diego? B tier, right?
No, he's up there.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta hear this one.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, we'll go later.
No, yeah.
When we talk about Diego, I gotta fucking hear this shit.
We're not talking about Diego and B. If we're talking Diego, we're not talking about B. Okay,
wait, where's Momiji go though? We should put her in.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's an interesting story. Like, she's nerfed to the absolute ground, but I take tiers in this game. I take them very seriously when it comes to the neutral aspect. So for example, like Hitomi, all these characters who play neutral got a huge buff. So Momiji got nerfed to the ground, but it compensated.
Right. And again, you know, Momiji is another one of those characters where the character can be played in a very ugly fashion. The character doesn't need to be played that way. When Momiji is played in a solid fashion, which again, whenever I talk about someone extremely solid and someone you should take notes on when it comes to playing solid as far as fundamentals and, you know, punishment, Hoodless always comes to mind just because he plays every character exactly the same, and he plays Momiji. And I can honestly say I've never had an issue against Momiji like I do when I fight his. So you can clearly see when you're fighting Hoodless how the potential that this character actually has when it comes to, you know, her being played in a solid fashion. So I would say that Momiji should go into B tier. Maybe not next to Lei Feng, but we'll keep her on the side for now.
No, exactly. Yeah, I was going to say that.
Let me go back into the thing here.
And
so
another thing to point out is Lei Feng and Lisa, I think, could just be vice versa. Like, either one of them could be at the top of B.
Yeah, they could be at the top. That's why I said we should put Lei Feng. We should put Lei Feng. As a matter of fact, we'll just do this so that way we can. There's no confusion there, because I do agree. I think that they can literally both go side by side for being number one in B tier. So, all right. let's see who else we got in here. There was another character I just saw that I thought maybe should go in here as well. Wait, who is it?
What
Where the hell is it?
are you thinking?
I gotta keep looking at the list. I just saw the character. Oh my god, that's a B tier character. Shit, I don't know, man. I'm afraid of who the fuck you might say. I'm afraid of this.
I'm actually interested in this one. I'm interested in what you think about this guy because we were just talking about him. But if you have any, you want me to say it?
No, go ahead. I'm waiting.
Okay, so it's Zach. I think
What?
Zach is. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I knew it.
Oh no!
And
Bro, yo, what's up, E man? Yo, Zach in B tier? Are you on fucking crack? Bro, hold on. So let's talk about this because I gotta explain it to you. I don't know if you see this. All right, this is fucking nuts. Zach, let's look at what he has. Okay.
Look at Zach. He's next to Lei Fang and
What happened?
Lisa. He's next to Lei Fang and Lisa.
Bro. Because I'm looking at who would go in A tier. And if you're going to put Diego in A tier and not put Zach, bro, Diego got nerfed. All right, I got to hear the Diego thing later.
Okay. So that Diego nerf, I don't really care about. Okay, let's wait for Diego.
We'll wait for Diego.
Yeah.
Zach, though, has an 11 frame mid.
Yeah.
He's got strings. Okay, he's got a reset grab that gives him the guaranteed jabs. He hurts like a bitch. He has great crushes. His 3P plus K, huh?
Zach's damage, man. Oh, it's definitely nerfed from 5, and then he doesn't.
Oh yeah, he don't hurt nearly as bad as 5.
Off of everything.
Yeah, that punch kick ender from DOA 5 when he used to hit the wall used to do like 50%. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not horrible though, and also he also takes advantage of this little ground game that they innovated pretty well. His forward kick, down kick, giving him the hard knockdown is very strong because he's got those stupid ass machine gun kicks. Also, his fatal stun, if used, I mean, this is just another one of those situational things. But if you use it while somebody's in a break blow situation, you cancel it.
Yeah.
If they hold, they're getting put into another fatal stun because that shit is so slow. I mean, look, I can argue Zach can go in A tier. But again, this is one of those situations where I really want to hear somebody else's opinion. Yeah, we'll put Zach's black ass on the side somewhere.
Then we can finally make a conclusion.
All right. So we'll do, and then on top of that, Zach has the other grab, the duck stance grab, where he gets the guaranteed 4/4 punch into the fucking lift stun. Like, ugh, disgusting.
Zach's issues though is like why I put him here is because you have try and think about it as like you're fighting like Hoodless or Killy or like you're in a freaking top 3 with the most toxic players. These people will counter the second move of any string. So Zach's mix-ups are all done. He's getting.
But see, the only issue with that is that like if you look at Hoodless for example, Hoodless is very good at making you not want to hold because Hoodless spams 6 grab. And if you look at Hoodless, like Hoodless will be in tournament fighting. Like I remember he was fighting Killy, I think, with Zach, and he was doing like down kick into forward grab because he knew Killy was going to try to counter the jab, and that's when that character becomes very fucking scary.
Look how hard Hoodless had to play though. Zach has to hit you so many times. The game is very quick launch oriented, and Zach's quick launch like gets him like barely like 90.
Yeah, you're right. His quick launch damage is very low. Did you say that Zach has bad matchups? I think that Zach's probably his worst matchup in my opinion, and it's actually fucking. I think it's almost impossible. Helena, bro, Zach can't hit that bitch.
Yeah,
he literally can't hit Helena.
And he has so many bad matchups.
Right. He has. That's not the only one, but that's definitely one of them.
Yeah.
So okay, we'll keep Zach on the side for now. Let's look at the rest. Who else could go on B tier? Hold on. Oh yeah, Hitomi. We already talked about Hitomi.
Yeah. And then Bass. Did we have Bass?
Hitomi for sure. We already talked about Hitomi. Bass.
Mm-hmm.
And again,
and that's my B tier already. If you have
I think that we're good on B tier. I think that that's pretty much it. We already talked about Bass. We already talked about Hitomi. So let's go ahead and move on. Again, we're trying to get through this and make sure we get a decent amount of conversation in here. So So wait, I just want to ask you just before. We don't even need to do that. We don't need to do that. We'll move on. All right.
Okay.
Who is going from this? All right, A tier. Now this is where, in my opinion, shit gets very interesting.
Yeah.
Because these are the characters that when you fight against them, you're like, fuck, this is an annoying ass character. But they're not like to the point where this bitch is broken. Like this character needs to get nerfed. This bitch is broken. I want to put at the top of A tier. Let me scroll.
Oh wait. I have a suggestion. Would you, since this part gets very delicate, do you want to start at the bottom of A tier?
Yeah, we can do that. I'll start all at the bottom.
And you're gonna see why I want to.
So at the bottom of A tier, who would you put there? Because I know who I want to put there.
Diego. Bottom of A tier.
Yeah. Okay. If you're gonna put Diego anywhere in A tier, I'll stick him up here. So I'm gonna tell you why I don't like Diego in A tier.
But the bottom of A just sounds so perfect. Yes, I don't want to put him at the bottom in B because he's so strong. Like he's way stronger than any of the characters in B, I believe. And the thing I wanted to mention that the nerf you mentioned where the cortical forward punch unblockable got nerfed.
Yeah.
I'll just say that shouldn't have hit anyway. Like if you see something charged up like that, we have to remember offline setting, top 8, toxic players, like doesn't allow shit.
Right, and you're trying to hit Killy. You're trying to hit Killy.
Yeah.
You're trying to hit Killy with quarter circle forward punch, which is I think that shit was like what was it? 40 something frames?
Yeah, that should never hit anybody. Like it got nerfed, but I was like, well, okay. Like I'm a Diego player. It didn't hurt me because I couldn't land that anyway. So it was just like, all right, well, sucks, but
right. Definitely Diego. Again, I'm just having problems putting him there, but I'm gonna let you have it because you're putting him at the bottom. Yeah. Diego hurts. Okay, he's got a good damage output. His 1P. His 1P is legitimately, if you think about it, a 50-50. If he does 1P to you, if you step, if you hold, if you step, if you hold, or if you try to hit a button, all those options can get beat by something, and you can delay the string. So definitely, I mean, I can see it. I don't think that he can go any further than that, though.
That explanation itself does not sound B tier at all. Like,
right? Yeah. I understand. Ridiculous. Oh, and not to mention, 1PP is a natural combo and counter hit, which counter hits are very, very common in this game. And that shit, if it hits a wall. Yeah, if it hits a wall or a fucking a box in the corner, you get launched. Like, yeah, I can see it. Also, his grab damage is crazy.
He has Alpha's throw in the corner if he gets that wall throw.
Yeah, dude, his grab damage is nuts.
And then he sits you down for OP.
Right. And then what was the other move? He has this one grab. It's a regular standing grab. I think it might be the one where he flips over your back. Bro, that throw hurts.
Yeah.
Really bad.
Yeah, his grabs are insane.
Bro, he fucking...
Okay, and remember this. He has restands, those combo throws, those attack.
Yes, throws. And people forgot about those. Yeah. Bro, guys, listen. Diego has 7 PP, which turns into P plus K if you just do regular P plus K. Those are the combo throws. If he hits you, what is he, plus 9 or something?
He's plus a lot. Like, I actually don't know. He's just very fucking plus.
I know he doesn't get anything guaranteed, so he can't be anything more than plus 10. But
yeah, plus 9.
Either way, this shit creates a 50-50 every single time, which means if you crouch, he can just keep doing P plus K to you over and over again. And then if you try to step, he has 1P, which turns into a natural combo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can see it, man. I can see it. Now that we're discussing it, I can see it, and I can definitely put him there, but I can't put him any higher than that.
Yeah, same.
All right, we're moving on. Let's see here. Let me look at the list. This is gonna be interesting, man, because I want to know where the fuck you're gonna put a lot of these characters at.
Yeah, my A tier is actually like, I love my A tier. I studied a lot of these characters, so I'm very knowledgeable on these.
Right. Mila, I'm not putting her in S tier.
No.
Where do you think that she should go in front of Diego a little bit, or maybe like a character or two for now?
She is a lot of character spaces away from Diego in my tier list, so you got it.
Okay. Yeah, let me stick her in there. Because I think she's way better than Diego. I was just making sure you felt that.
For sure.
Momiji, we need to put Momiji next to Diego.
That's actually fine.
Because
Momiji, she's actually neutral queen, and you can't touch her. Her movement is insane.
And if you guys don't believe me when I'm telling you this, guys, you guys need to go fight Hoodless. Picking this character, he's going to piss you the fuck off. Like, seriously, he's going to make you mad because you can't even get near him. The way he plays keep out with that character...
Also, it makes sense because Momiji literally outspaces every character in B tier, and you can't do anything about her.
You know, this is a quick thing I want to discuss real quick, and this is mostly what I've only seen with DOA. But for some reason in this game, people base characters in their tiers based off of one, how well they do with them. Just because you're not good with a character, and just because you can't do well with a character, doesn't mean a character doesn't belong. Doesn't mean a character belongs in a certain spot. Like I'm telling you, Momiji, if you play her right, she's never unsafe. Meaning H plus K, okay. H plus K is, what is it, 11 frames or 10 frames? I think it's 11 frames, right? Or 12, it's 12.
H plus K
is 12 frames. It gives you a stun on counter hit. And then on normal hit, it gives you frame advantage. It's completely safe on block. And the hit box doesn't make any sense. He can literally keep you out. Forward forward punch by itself on block is super good. Yeah, she's got some shit, man. Oh my god,
all these
Kurosoko back P plus K.
POA 6. Which one?
Kurosoko back P plus K is a tracking mid punch. Guard break. It fucking guard breaks.
It's like double digits plus.
Yeah, no, I think it's plus.
Like
that
plus
move isn't that
maybe,
plus actually. I think it's +2 or +4. It can't be any more than +2 or +4. But the good thing about the move is just that it tracks, bro. If that move tracked and it was like +12, it wouldn't make any sense. So yeah, we're gonna move on. Momiji's definitely good in that spot. Let's see. How do you feel? I'm just gonna throw names out there.
Okay.
How do you feel about? Because I think this character's nuts. I mean, obviously Jan Lee's going in A tier.
Yes, please.
I think Jan Lee's fucked up, bro.
Thank you. And I'm actually. Oh, I wish this game lasted longer because I actually want to say something like that might be a little controversial, but I think he's S tier.
Look. I can see that though.
Yeah.
Jan Lee.
The thing we needed time. Like, we can't say this after.
He needed time to kind of spread his wings a little bit. Now look, guys, Jan Lee has always been the same kind of character, right? Forward punch, dragon gunner. He's fast, but he's always been doing the same shit. But have you guys ever played against a really good Jan Lee and thought to yourself like, am I the only one who's fought Jan Lee and been like, yo, this character is getting on my fucking nerves.
I want to rip my balls out. You can't touch
constantly. Like this character's constantly making me mad, and I know I'm not the only one who feels that way. Maybe not S, but the top of A.
Yeah.
Maybe the top of A, I'm willing to put Jan Lee for sure.
Yeah.
So let's stick with yellow ass over here.
But it's very safe to just put him where we were talking about. It definitely also makes sense. It's like it makes sense to put him in S tier, but it also makes sense to put him where we were just talking about. Because you want to know something interesting? When the place you put him is actually where I put him too. So
back in my other one, I had him in B tier.
Oh, okay. Well, what we were just talking about now, like we were saying, like, oh, how do you feel about Jan Lee? I actually had him third best A tier character.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
I mean, third at the bottom 3.
So that's where you want to put him then, right next to Momiji?
Yeah,
right,
because the next characters after that are actually ridiculous.
So again, yeah. This is where the list gets a little bit. It starts to change tempo. So now we're at the point now where characters are kind of get left behind in terms of characters that start to become like, all right, this motherfucker's pretty fucking crazy good. So,
so I have to put my girl here because she's my
that's
girl.
Helena.
Yes, she's right there next to Jan Lee.
I agree. Personally, now remember we were talking about with bad matchups.
Yeah.
2 of my worst matchups in DOA is Helena and Bayman. Bayman's one of the worst characters in the game, but I suck against him. Helena, I cannot fight against that character. I don't know what it is. I suck against her. If I'm playing Hayate, it's actually not that hard to beat her because I can just space her out. But any other character, I just get completely ran the fuck over by her.
And she could definitely go higher. It's just like every other character after this point, they're all just so good.
Right, and I remember there was a big talk when when DOA 6 first came out with Helena. People were saying, "Oh, Helena's not good, and she doesn't do this and that." Bro, this character is nuts.
With time, all these characters literally just opened us, to so many new ideas.
Essentially, and we didn't even get a chance to see how really crazy good this character was until fucking the World Championship.
Yeah, so steady.
Helena
so
was running motherfuckers
over. Would have continued, and all the Helenas would have got revived.
Yep, everybody would have came out the woodwork. All right, so bam. Let's see here. Now we're moving up to where shit gets really interesting.
Mm-hmm. I personally think your girl is right there, next to her.
Mila.
Yeah.
Yep, I agree. I was just gonna say Mila. It was either gonna be Mila or Hayate.
Yeah. Hayate is interesting.
Yeah, Hayate's an interesting talk, and I want to talk about it because I'm not one to downplay my characters. Mila, I remember when this game first came out, I had an argument with a French. Was he a French player? I forget. Is Dr. Impact French?
Dr. Impact, yes, you're talking about him, yeah.
Dr. Impact and these guys tried to say that Mila was low tier. And I'm like, listen, guys, I played a lot of Mila in my life. Okay, I played a lot of Mila in my life. At one point, I was considered one of the best Mila players in the community. All right?
Mm-hmm.
This character has not got any worse than she was in 5. So,
so how
with that said, how did she get worse? How did she go from A tier to D when she literally only got better? All her option selects and everything is still intact. She can still OS you just like she did in 6th, 5. The only reason why you don't OS with her that much anymore is because her damage output is way too much to sacrifice the damage.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, Mila can hit you with 50% combos every time she launches you. She still has 7k, which is still intact, just like it was in DOA 5, except she doesn't get the guarantee out of it anymore. But that also creates a fucked up mind game because now you got to hold or not hold. Her 2p is still +1 on hit. Her stuns are still some of the best stuns in the game. She has 3p sway, which is super untapped. Because Mila literally has a 4-way mix-up off a 3-piece sway. She can put you in a fatal stun off a 3-piece sway. She can do 3-piece sway in the S, and you have to hold it. If you don't hold it, you're fucked. So yeah, Mila is ridiculous, and I don't know who the fuck.
Shortcut to stun game with her. Just 3-piece sway back and just make them guess.
Like, oh man, Mila's S tier. I mean, Mila's D tier. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
I'm surprised. Oh, well, actually, I'm having trouble remembering, but doesn't she have that feint where she feints backwards and then she does that low kick? That wasn't a stun. That wasn't a stun in DOA 5. That stuns you now, right?
Well, no, believe it or not. So that actually did cause that stun in DOA 5. What they changed was her down kick tracks now. That was one of the wildest buffs they ever gave that character. The reason why is because not only does it track, but if you step or hit a button, it's going to hit you on counter hit. The thing about that move that's super annoying is that once it hits you, it doesn't cause a slip stun where the jab will whiff. If you get hit by down kick on counter hit or sidestep, you're going to get hit by the jab because it doesn't cause a slip stun. It'll just stun you normally. So down kick tracking was actually fucking through the roof. I don't know what they were thinking with that. That was a crazy ass buff.
Is that what we are right now with a down kick track?
Right.
Are we out
forward
here
grab
and
down kick is crazy. Yeah. Okay. So forward grab, standing kick, down kick is actually a crazy mix-up. Not to mention she has forward kick, which is a good guard break. Forward punch, which is still a super good guard break. It's a high, but it covers like full half screen. She's got a super scary game when she puts you next to the wall. Great tracking. Yeah, Mila's OD.
Yeah.
Next character. So let's see here. Let me just look and make sure we're not missing anybody else who can go here.
Yeah. This one gets
right now,
easier. For
me, this is going to be a 3-way tie. Not a 3-way tie, but 3 characters that I think that we're actually going to have to discuss. Neo Tengu.
That's so funny. She's actually who I was going to say.
I think it's between Neo Tengu, Hayate, or I just saw another character. Neo Tengu, Hayate, or Nico.
Oh, okay.
But I actually wanted to put Nico top of A. Let me stick her in here. I'll put Nico in here top of A. Definitely Neo Tengu for sure. Neo Tengu, when the game first came out, again, I don't think there was too many people that were saying that Neo Tengu was actually broken. Yeah, but there was people who were saying she was super strong.
Yeah, the people who knew that bitch was crazy.
Yep. Damage output. OS is out of the ass. She's got a ground grab now. Her P plus K, guys, listen. Oh, it's unsafe. Neo Tengu's P plus K is probably one of the best moves in the game. The only thing that stops it from being the best move in the game is the fact that it's not 9 frames. Because that move is 10 frames and it's not 9 frames, if that was a 9-frame attack, she would 100% be.
It used to be 11 frames, so
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Neo Tengu's P plus K is fucking crazy. It is no. It's 10.
It's 10 now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 10. Yeah. Bro, no one is throwing that move. Okay, I don't give a fuck who you are.
You need offline for that, and
right. You need to be offline. You need to be anticipating it.
Yeah.
Neo Tengu's P plus K is probably one of the most annoying moves in the game because what makes that move annoying in this game opposed to 5 is in 5 you could stagger escape and at least avoid some other stuff. In this game, if Neo Tengu P plus Ks you in the face, you're gonna get hit by something. What it is it's gonna determine whatever Neo Tengu feels like hitting you with. But if you get hit by that bitch, it's pretty much game over. You might as well put the control down until she's done.
And what is the most annoying thing about DOA 6? No ground game. She doesn't deal with any of it.
Exactly. And any character, and I've always said this, any character who doesn't have to deal with people laying on the floor like dead fish and they can actually play the ground game are considered pretty good. You know, that's why I couldn't put Bass in C tier or D tier, because he can play the ground game.
Yeah, that's automatic. Yeah.
Bayman can play the ground game too, but Bayman's ass. So
he's actually trash.
He's actually ass. Hold on.
So, wait, let me hop on your stream. Let me see what it's looking like.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good, man. Neo's up there. So right now, the next characters that I was thinking about, kind of arguing about a little bit is... Because, look, A tier is going to be crowded, bro. A tier is going to have a lot of characters in it. So I think we should start moving these characters, making them a little smaller, because these motherfuckers got some big-ass heads. Okay.
You want to talk about Nico next? I might have to argue with that one.
Oh, let me stick. Yo, what's going on, Meowser? What's up, man? Tina's A tier. You done lost your mind, Dio Scott.
Oh, we could go ahead and spoil that one. She's not A tier.
Yeah, bro. No one is putting. I wouldn't. You're gonna have to kill my black ass before I put. Seriously, I would die. I would die putting Tina in A tier.
Bro, I've died on the cross to that character.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You might as well put a gun to my head before I put Tina in A tier, bro. That ain't never fucking happening. So look, again, a lot of this stuff is arguable, man. You know, and Hoodless just said it again, and honestly, it usually takes Hoodless for me to put Zach in B, because he did the same thing the last tier list. And you're saying Zach goes in B tier? I'm gonna put Zach in B tier just to get his black ass out of here, because I don't know, man. I think Zach is wild, but you know, I got two top guys saying that he goes in B tier, so I'm just gonna put him in B tier.
Oh, is Hoodless saying that too? He's B tier?
Yeah, he's saying he's B tier, and he plays Zach.
It's because of at high level, he's actually so gimmicky.
Yeah, and Hoodless, you know, obviously Hoodless has played this character at the highest level in tournaments, so he would know how he feels to be played at that level. So, okay, we'll put 50 Cent in B tier. Let's see who we got next. So we did Neo Tengu. How do you feel about Hayate going next?
I think he's higher.
You think he's higher? All right, let me put Hayate up here on the side, because I was gonna put him in front of our next character. So
yeah, we might be on the same. Then
yeah, we're actually getting a little bit closer to. Let me make sure. Oh no, Tamaki. Where the fuck is Tamaki at?
Oh yeah, I forgot about.
Let me cut Tamaki's body off.
Let me look at your tier list. Okay, so where is she? She's definitely. Ooh, Tengu's so strong. To put her in front of Tengu.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No. She got to get moved. Tengu got to move up a little bit.
Tamaki's so strong. Oh my god.
But do you think that Tamaki's better than Neo though?
Than Nico? Oh, Neo. Tengu.
Neo Tengu.
I strongly believe she is.
You think Tamaki's better than Neo Tengu?
Yeah, speed. The speed thing is the only thing that kills Neo Tengu, and the neutral. Neo Tengu, believe it or not, does not have the best neutral at high level.
Yeah.
All she has is punch. Tamaki's a neutral queen, does damage.
She is. So
fucking advance holds. Catch grabs. She's the better.
Man, you know why I said that? I haven't seen Tamaki in a minute, but I actually forgot how bullshit this character was.
She's actually
She's got advanced mid punch hold, advanced low punch hold, advanced high punch hold, two in which give her launchers.
She can safe throw you. She's +1. She could deep stun you with 3P and throw and still be +1.
3P forward grab. She's +1 on whiff. What the fuck was I thinking? And this bitch is definitely above Neo Tengu.
She has the freaking run-in mix-up. She has the newest throw in DOA history.
You know, someone tried to tell me, "Oh yeah, you can fuzzy guard Tamaki's run and grab." Get the fuck out of here! Yeah, you can fuzzy and get punched in the chest because she's got run and punch.
Run a punch,
you can fucking fuzzy all you want.
It's all safe. Run a grab.
Dude, nah.
She's fucked.
Offensive holds, and then on top of that, her offensive hold makes you lay on the floor because if you get up, she's plus 13.
Yeah, I think it is.
14, something like that, plus 13, 14. Like good luck getting up. She's going to fuck you up. She has another offensive hold she can do. Plus, she can just, if you want to really try to get up and be smart and hit a button, she can do 3P into forward grab, get the plus frames, and still be, crazy,
lastly about her, she literally beats the mechanic. She can go around everyone's body and get their back.
Hold
for a
on,
guaranteed
Caliber
pick.
man.
I know you
Do
saw
you
that.
think?
Uh-huh.
Do you think Tamaki's S tier?
No.
What
Before
do you think stops her from being S tier? Is it because she doesn't have a 9 frame, 11 frame?
it's because she's kind of slow, and her
Yeah.
she's very Hayate-esque. You know, she has to hit you. She's not stringy. She's gonna be unsafe, and if you read her, she's very coin flip because of her punch grabs.
I can definitely see where she doesn't have the strings. It's a big issue.
Oh,
She's not a stringy character, not
and
at all.
you can't be S tier if Tina beats you. Tina absolutely destroys that character.
Yeah, for sure. I would say Tamaki, if we're not going to do S, at the very least, she's got to go. I honestly think she's probably the best S tier, A tier character in front of Hayate, probably. Or next to
So
Hayate.
interesting.
So Hayate can probably go right next to her somewhere.
You know what? I think she's better than Hayate for sure.
All right. So let me stick her here. Well, my boy Hayate is on the screen. Let me get Hayate up here because he's getting cold.
Yeah, so let's get Hayate next to Tengu. What do you think?
I think that he goes exactly next to Tengu. But
Yeah.
what I do think is that he is a couple of miles better than Tengu.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah.
I think
like
that
so
Hayate is
weird.
definitely miles better than Tengu. So you know how we're gonna do this so that people understand. We're gonna actually put the characters to like a certain level where they're.
You know what'll make sense? If you put Mila in front of Tengu, because what do you think about that? I think Mila's better than Tengu.
Yeah, I can agree to it just because of the fact that Mila has the offensive hold. We already talked about why she's super good.
Yeah.
Tengu, yeah. I don't know why we had Tengu in front of Mila anyways.
Yeah. Because to
I don't know
have
why we had
Hayate next to Tengu just makes no sense. Like if you order it like that, it just makes so much sense.
Yeah. All right, so we're making some real progress here.
Looks good. Looks good.
Where's mine? Kula. We didn't even get to them yet because they're still inside of the list. So, how do you feel about Kula?
I think she's dumb, and this update buffed the crap out of her, and haven't been able to show anybody because I haven't been playing the game. But the new ground game, she can mess people up. She's insane.
Honestly, dude, I'm so happy you said that you think she's dumb because I actually had a lot of people telling me that she was actually not that good, and I'm really happy you think she's dumb.
Yeah, you.
Bro, I'm like, bro.
Yeah, she's actually insane. Even after the Frost Breath nerf, that's not even what made her low tier.
That's not even that's what I'm saying. That's only a
anything.
little bit of what made her fucking annoying. Like,
she's
so
if we were gonna put Kula, I wanna wait for her for like S tier.
Okay, I agree. I definitely think that at the very least she should be at the bottom of S tier.
She does not belong on the same list as Hayate. Like she's
no, hell no. Hell no. Alright, so I just had to adjust this because we didn't have enough space there, but I made it so that we have more space. So Nico is obviously still fuck.
I do think Nico is still S tier, and it's because she withstood the test of time, and with all those nerfs, she places so well. And I don't like to do tiers based off of tournament results, but I like to do them based off of fighting other top players, and she works wonders, no matter what. She's always so consistent, and she works. I thought she would be fake, but she isn't.
That's Nico.
Yeah, she'll be somewhere S tier.
Let me just continue moving these characters because I had to make more lists. We didn't have enough fucking space on A tier. Again, usually when I do my tier list, I usually didn't have more than 5 people in S tier. But the way this is going and the way like the game has been out for a while now, guys, and obviously there's no more updates coming out, so nothing else is gonna get changed. I definitely do think that there's more than 5 characters, definitely for sure in S tier. I think that a lot of the cast, like not a lot of the cast, but obviously a pretty good amount, more than 5 is gonna go in there. I think both KOF characters are fucked up.
There's not a top 5.
I think that both KOF characters are fucking
ridiculous. They are. I literally think that Mai and Kula are like side by side.
Bro, Mai is fucking crazy.
She's better than Kula, actually.
Bro, that character is nuts,
she's
that bitch is annoying.
She is so loaded. Oh my god, and they gave her 6K.
And then they gave her back forward kick. Yeah, exactly. Stupid ass fucking kick. All right, so wait, hold on. So we already agreed with them 2. Where do you think Kokoro should be in A tier or no?
See, We forgot about our girl. I think Kokoro is above Helena.
Okay, so right before Tengu?
Yes.
Okay, let me move this up. This is gonna be interesting. I know a lot of people in the chat are gonna have shit to say about that, including myself. So I'm gonna put her there for now, but I don't know if by the end of this we're gonna keep that bitch there.
Oh, you don't believe in her?
No. I think she's higher than that.
Oh,
but, bro.
Yeah.
This bitch, her quarter circle back throw.
I knew it.
Is crazy.
It's actually the craziest thing I've
Artemis
ever
at?
seen in the game. Actually.
Where's Artemis at?
Oh yeah,
Artemis. Artemis, where do you think Kokoro goes?
This
with
honestly
the way
up to
her
Artemis.
quarter circle back throw is.
The mother.
With the way her quarter circle back throw is, with the way that she can do whatever she wants afterwards, where do you think she goes? I need to know. Artemis is in the chat.
To me, she can't be S tier. She has way too many bad matchups, and she loses to everybody in that tier.
Coco don't have any range, but she got 4-4 punch. It's safe.
Who said that? Ooh, I don't
know. Somebody in the chat said Coco ain't got no range. That ain't the problem. Look, that ain't the problem.
That's not the problem.
Look, I don't think she should be S. Hold on, Artemis is responding. I definitely think that she's high A though. You think she's S?
Oh shit, she's S.
So why do you think that? Elaborate. So Artemis is a Kokoro veteran. He's been playing this character since 4, and he's definitely fucking at least at this point. I don't know if he plays the game much anymore, but back in the day, he was probably the best Kokoro player.
For sure. Freaking. How about we make our S and then we put her next to these characters and see.
How about we put. Yeah, people act like Kokoro's 4-4 punch is the worst game. Is the worst move in the game. Let me grab Kokoro and let me just stick her up here so we have her, because we're gonna get back to her. But I definitely think that she should be in the top, somewhere in the top of A tier.
Yeah.
Very close to S tier. Because look, at the top of S tier, top of A tier guys is damn near S tier.
Might as well be.
You can't get better. Yeah, you might as well be in S tier at that point.
And everybody.
But you guys also got to think about it. Compare Kokoro to Kasumi. You can't do that. Like, Kasumi is a crackhead. Yeah, Christy is a crackhead. Both KOF characters are crackheads. Kokoro is very strong, and she's definitely very solid. And
all these characters sound S tier.
Yeah, all these characters sound S tier, but we gotta break it up a little bit.
Like, Kokoro has her godly throw, but it's like, once you learn the matchup, Kokoro gets very obvious. That's her biggest weakness. So
let me stick for now, and again we'll go over it again, like not go over, but we'll make sure we didn't leave a character on a certain place that they shouldn't be. I'm gonna put Kokoro at the top of A tier.
I was actually gonna agree with you. I was like, now that we thought about it, I actually do like her above Tamaki. But at the top of 8, I want to put these other two, or this one girl. Yeah.
Let's move everybody down because we're almost on S tier now. We've got a little bit more to go. And this is a very well thought out tier list. I mean, we're literally talking about everything there is to talk about with these characters. That's really important. Hold on. We ain't gonna talk about Elliot yet.
He's trash. No, stop.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Oh my god. Alright, so we got a little bit more room here. So who do you think is next in A tier in front of Kokoro?
Okay, so let me look at mine real quick. See what it's looking like. It's looking a lot different.
Oh wait, Rachel.
Oh, there she is. There you go. Where are we putting her?
Bro. Now hold on. Hear me out.
Oh god.
Rachel hurts so bad.
She's very good. Yeah,
she's heavy. You can't combo her. Those are two very big factors. Her tracking is sickening. Back punch, 1P. She has offensive holds. She has the ability to not let you play the ground game. She can tech you up.
Biggest part.
She forces you to be scared, okay, and then to get up into some of the best tracking moves in the game. I think that Rachel should be above Kokoro. I think.
Okay.
I want to know what you think about that, and I want to know what the chat thinks about that. It could now look. I'll argue that she should go. You know what? Hold on. How about in front of Hayate, behind Tamaki?
Better than Hayate? Wait, what did you say?
How about in front of Hayate but behind Tamaki?
I think Hayate's better than her.
You think Hayate's better than
and
Rachel?
he beats her too, because I have a match of knowledge versus Ninth Word playing hours and hours and hours of sets against him.
Where's Killy at?
She sucks against that character.
Where's Killy at?
Where he at? Artemis, where he at?
I'm looking for Killy right now because Killy plays a lot of Rachel.
The biggest thing about Rachel, she can't open people up though. Like,
See,
at all.
I don't agree with that though. I don't agree with her not being able to open
of
you up
6 PK
because
nerf.
she's got forward grab.
Her stun nerfs, that's all. 6 PK was so integral. Get like a jab after it or something. Now you don't get anything.
Yeah. No. I agree. Hold on. I agree that Hayate is better than Rachel for sure. I just don't want to put Rachel in the wrong spot.
She's high as fuck up there though. Like
you guys got to think about where she is right now. But hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Can we put Rachel in front of Mila though?
Can we?
Nah, we got to put Rachel behind Mila. This doesn't make. Yeah. Hold on.
Rachel's very strong, but Mila, Tengu,
yeah, you're right.
Kokoro, Hayate, like these characters.
All right. So how about this?
Mm-hmm.
Behind Tengu, but in front of Helena.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds like the perfect spot for Rachel. I think that's the perfect spot.
I literally looked like a dog with PTSD when you said she was in front of Hayate. It was like all
the only reason why I was thinking that is because I was thinking about all the like. So for example, with Hayate, like I want to talk about Hayate for just a brief second. Yeah. Hayate is super good against a certain select amount, a certain play style. Hayate is very good against people who have no fundamentals.
Yeah.
Hayate is very good against people who don't know how to fight Hayate. If you have been playing DOA since at least DOA 5, you would know that Hayate hasn't really changed much in terms of the way you approach him as a solid character. Like when I'm fighting Hoodless, for example, or fighting anyone who's good. If I'm, Nightmares from fighting Quiggle, Nightmares from fighting you in tournament. You guys all fight Hayate the same way. Okay, because Hayate should only be fought one way. Yeah. All you have to do to beat Hayate is block. Yeah, I'm going to guard break you until the end of the earth, but what do I have that can open you up? A flip over grab? Like,
that leads you
to a forward punch?
Yeah.
All you have to do is block, and this is something that I didn't realize was super true until I fought Hoodless, and he blocked me for 60 seconds.
You can disable that character, yeah.
All because you got to think about it. What can Hayate do that other characters can't do after they guard break you? He has the same options everyone else does. Now, if Hayate had an offensive hold, that'd be one thing. But for example, if Kokoro guard breaks you, what are her options? To grab or to strike. Yeah. If Hayate guard breaks you, what are his options? To grab or strike. It's the same thing.
Except
Hayate got guard breaks. Okay, so
what are you gonna do after it?
What does that mean?
Nothing.
I have never hit a good player. I've never hit a great player with Hayate after I guard broke them. They always fuzzy guard. I can Raijin, but see, that's when another fucked up mix-up comes in. There's so many in-depth mix-ups that comes with that character, and he just doesn't have the ability to really, truly fucking demolish someone. All you have to do to beat Hayate is block, and it's been like that since the beginning
His
of time.
biggest issue is, it's frustrating to play him sometimes because he's so coin flip. It's like, are you going to guard break and strike, or are you going to guard break them and throw, and then you get crushed, and then you lose all your HP? He's too risky.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. As a Hayate player, especially in tournament where you can lose everything in a split second, you don't have more than 2 matches in most cases to win.
Exactly.
You literally get into this loop in your mind where you're guard breaking people, but then you have to make a read that can cost you the round.
Yeah.
Do I guard break you and throw and get launched, or do I guard break you and throw and you actually block? That's where the 50-50s come in, and that's where Hayate becomes a very, very, very risky character to play. So I will destroy a terrible player with him because you're going to keep mashing after my guard breaks. But no one good is going to lose a Hayate the way that Hayate players actually beat people. So, with that said, I definitely think the Hayate is super good. I think he's a scrub buster. In my opinion, I want to put Mila and Hayate on top of each other.
They're perfect, actually, yeah.
I think that they're on top of each other. I think they're about the same strength, but I think that that's where we should probably start getting close to cutting the tie with A tier. So who else do we have that you think could go into A tier? Is that it?
I think. So I want Ayane at the top of A tier. She's actually borderline S tier, but she destroys everybody else in that tier.
Ayane, her fatal stun that they gave her, literally is full screen and it's active for so long, bro. I be getting hit by that shit, and I'm like, I can't believe that just fucking hit me.
For no reason.
Where's Ayane at? There she is. I agree with Ayane going in the top of A tier. And the reason why I agree with this is because I was going to put Ayane S tier, but thinking about who we have going up there, I can't put her there.
Yeah, she's too honest.
Why wouldn't Ayane be S? I mean, look at her tools. Look at what makes her so much better than everyone else in A tier. You know, she's got the crazy reset grab where she gets guaranteed launchers off of. Okay. She's got super good keep out. Some of the best keep out in the game next to Hayate. Very safe on a lot of stuff. Her bound, she can bound heavyweight characters. What do you think her weakness is that stops her from being S tier?
Okay, so every other character in that tier has ways to open people up. Ayane has nothing she can hit you on normal hit. Most of her stuff is unsafe, and she has to rely on people pressing buttons. And
yes,
like
this is a very
scenario
good
you
point.
talk about with Hoodless, all you have to do is just block. She doesn't do anything.
Yes, this is a very good point. I'm happy you said this because you guys have to understand, when it comes to a character, when we say open you up, we mean offensive holds. We mean guard breaks that give you guaranteed attacks after, or give you a very high amount of frame advantage to be able to pressure your opponent. Ayane doesn't really have that.
Being able to free cancel too, like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
She can't do that.
Ayane is another thing when it comes to Hayate, like just like Hayate. She really can't open you up that well. She's going to destroy people who don't play defense. But if you're playing defense, Ayane struggles very bad. Like, she can always just stab you in the fucking legs with down punch. But what can she do other than that to really open you up? That's
You're the one getting frustrated.
Right. So I agree. I think that's what stops her from being an A tier. I definitely think that any player who's on buttons, she's going to demolish. But, again, when we get into that top amount of players, XcaliburBladez, Hoodless, Killy, Mona, all those super ridiculous top-level guys, they're not going to get hit by a lot of that shit. And that's just the way it is. Now we're getting to the characters that can open up everybody. Yeah. All right, we're getting to that point now where
they can do everything.
These fucking characters are starting to get OD. So now we're getting to the point where everybody wanted to be. We're at the bottom of S tier, which means that these characters are broken.
Oh my God.
No matter what part of them they are.
I'm scared to see what everybody thinks about this one.
All right, who do you think goes at the bottom of S tier, as in the worst S tier character?
Okay, let me look at everybody. Okay. This is not the one I'm talking about. All right, I actually thought about it. The character I wanted at the bottom of S tier is actually not the one. I think the person at the bottom is Kasumi. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. She
what?
Nico definitely shows that she's a lot stronger character. Damage wise, her neutral is great. Her pressure is retarded. Her holds are dumb. And then I mentioned her damage. Her damage literally is nuts. It's like Leon. She's a powerhouse.
Bro, you think Nico is better than Kasumi?
Yeah, dude. Kasumi, and this is why, because Kasumi suffers from what Ayane and Hayate has. You can't open people up with her. What are you gonna do? Punch down kick? It's fake.
Hold on a second. Because I disagree. Okay, the reason why I disagree with Kasumi not being able to open you up is because she actually has shit that. No, hold on. I'm basing this off of what I've seen at the top level, and I've seen Shade Swift Eye. In my opinion, Shade Swift Eye is probably one of the best Kasumi players in the community. That's without a doubt.
Yeah,
I've seen Shade Swift Eye fight really great players in casual sets, and the stuff that I'm saying actually was hitting people. When Kasumi hits you with 1K.
Yo, okay. You're going somewhere.
1K.
You're bringing up bad memories.
Is a complete 50-50. Punch down kick is one thing because it's a string and you can react to that. But 1K is legitimately, just like Jan Lee's 1K, Kasumi's 1K is even better than his. But Jan Lee doesn't have a super launcher throw that throws you up in the air to 12 frames and you can't fuzzy guard. If Kasumi 1Ks you and you try to do the smart thing, which in my opinion, the smart thing to do after you get hit by a move like that is to fuzzy guard. Or block.
You can't
block
fuzzy guard.
Yeah, you can't even fuzzy guard, but you can fuzzy guard if somebody tries to do a throw that's way too fast, is what I'm saying. So if they try to
I know what you're about to say though. That cheap ass mix up, fucking 1K
into quarter circle forward grab, or 1K into forward punch. One of them is going to hit you.
And that's hit me too.
Yes, it has. Because I remember you fought Shade in that set in the room, and I'm like, bro, he's literally hitting him with 1K. Now, if Kasumi didn't have 1K, there'd be a little bit of questions of whether she can open you up or not. She's got guard breaks, a little bit of guard breaks, but 1K legitimately is one of her best
1K
moves.
and her free cancels. All right.
Yeah, the free cancels are actually legitimate.
Yeah. Okay, see, I don't feel so bad then. I do agree with you, but I think she's only higher than this character. I want to
Okay, so who
put,
do you think she's better than in S tier?
and this one makes sense because she beats Elliot, and yeah, I put Elliot at the bottom of S.
Oh no, I moved the list.
You did what?
I just moved my tier list. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, we're back, right? We're back. All right, because I just did some shit. All right, let me just get the. We're gonna get all the S tier characters up here. No wait, what happened to Kasumi? We're gonna get all the S tier characters up here, so that way we don't have to. I don't have to keep looking at this list.
Okay,
So
okay,
we're gonna
okay.
get
I
Tina
agree
up
with
here.
you now. Actually, I thought about it. Kasumi is even higher.
Because you gotta think about who we have
Now that I
left,
thought
bro.
about it.
Like we have a lot of characters left to throw in here.
Yeah, I forgot we have to talk about Kula and Mai and all these characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let me get the rest of the S tier characters in here. Rig. Nico's already up there. Tina's already up there. Kasumi Hayabusa. I can't wait to talk about that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Christy. Oh my god, that bitch gives me a headache, bro.
Yeah, she opened.
She does whatever the fuck she wants in this game, bro.
She actually has the best tool in the game. Like, she's so close to not being the best character in the game because the 3K wall splat to get behind your back and get the limbo stun. It's 80% of your HP. You know what I'm talking about? Off of one wall splat that you can't do anything about.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I watch Mona do it, and sometimes I'm like, oh, they're gonna get out of this, bro. If you have no meter in the corner, and if you do have meter and you don't guess, and she does 3K, you're fucked.
It's an actual 100%. The only 100%.
Every single time you're fucked. Like you have to break hold right there.
And you can't out of it. Once you get hit by 3K, you're done.
No, yeah, you're fucked. That's what I'm saying. You have to use meter at that point in time.
I know. I'm actually just like
fucked.
mind blown. Always thinking about it. I get mind blown. It just pisses
Like
me
I
off.
remember one time I was fighting. I think I was fighting Blackberry or something. Like back when he was still playing, and he did it to me, and I was like, well, I mean, it's not that big of a deal because you can just break hold after, but you actually can't do that.
No. And then when
Alright,
they start
so-
baiting your break hole and you lose your meter and 80%, does not feel nice.
So I think that's it, right? I think that's everyone ready for the last characters for the list. Yeah. All right. All right. Damn, we got a lot of characters left. All right, let's do this shit. So who do you think who is the worst S tier character?
Elliot.
All right, let me grab Elliot.
Mm-hmm.
So again, saying who's the worst S tier character does not mean that these characters suck, guys. Please don't start.
You.
Oh, there's no way. Every character in this list is broken at this point, or at least close to broken, which means that it doesn't necessarily matter if this character is above that character because they're all on the same level of ridiculousness.
Yeah.
However, there is going to be those 2 top or 3 top characters in the game that are not even arguable. Like Hayabusa is 100% a top 3 character. You cannot argue with me about that. So because of that, we're going to go ahead and put his bitch ass
At this
over
point,
here because-
all that matters between these characters and how they differ from each other is just the matchups between each other. And how they counter each other to make it to the top.
Exactly.
Because to have the true broken character, you need that character to be able to beat every other character in the S tier.
So I want to talk about Elliot really quick. And look, I didn't play Elliot until like a couple of months ago when I actually wanted to pick him up and try to mess around him a little bit to help learn the matchup. After picking Elliot is very limited to mids.
Thank you.
He's got down H plus K, which is super strong. Don't get me wrong. It's super strong, and it's a ridiculous 50-50.
One of the best moves in the game. Like top 3.
But his lack of mids when he's fighting against characters like Kasumi and Christy, against characters that he really needs them shits, they literally destroy him. I remember I was fighting against Kasumi, and I'm sitting there like, what the fuck am I supposed to do other than parry? I can't do anything.
Yeah, what are you going to throw out? What are you actually going to throw out?
And even still, his parry doesn't even guarantee him like a crazy stun. He gets up forward kick, but Genfu got forward kick, which is a lift stun. Like forward,
what makes no
forward
sense
kick is just a 50-50.
I'm kind of looking at Team Ninja for is that how are they going to make his parry, the recovery on it slower, still not give him a deep stun, and Lei Fang and Bayman are out here crack parrying and then mashing after it. Still.
Right. I definitely think that Elliot is definitely S tier because he's got down H plus K, and against characters who aren't super fast, he can destroy them. But we're getting into the point where you guys have to understand that speed is one of the main factors in DOA 6 that makes a character good. Because all the Kasumis and, the Phase 4s and the Nikos and Christies, those characters are super good because of a lot of reasons, but speed is a big part of it. Elliot, when he's going against those characters, literally gets his ass whooped.
Yeah, he's disabled. He's not even a character.
Yeah, we're going to stick him there. Next up, just looking at this list, I want to put... not Kasumi.
Mm-mm. I wouldn't think
Kasumi is probably above this next person.
Yeah, I think we're on the right track then. I think we mean.
But I think that in between this spot, I think that... Who do you think goes here? I want to know who you think.
I'm going to sound like I contradict myself, but I actually do think, now that I think about it, Nico is up next.
Yeah, I'm happy you said that because I think that she is... Don't get me wrong, bro. Nico is OD. She's fast. Mm-hmm. She still survived. Like you said, she still survived the test of time. Like, they couldn't nerf her to the point where she was unusable.
For a character to still be S tier after that many nerfs it's just S tier. That's just legendary. Right. Character was broke.
She hurts. She's fast. She's got very good range. She's got good crushing. She's got a reset grab nonetheless, and she has a reset grab that she can OS into damage, depending on whether or not she can react to you holding or not, which isn't hard. So
quick launch,
I definitely agree.
Everything. Oh,
yep,
shit, that's everything.
This is actually going to be a lot easier than I thought it was to put the rest of this together. I think Rig is next.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
I think Rig is next. I think Rig is fucking nuts.
Yeah.
I don't think that Rig is as broken as he was in 5 because, guys, I went back and played 5 and I was just messing around and training and I'm like, this character had 2 sit-down stuns.
That were safe, I think?
That led into a guaranteed launcher. What the fuck were they thinking?
7P was safe on block for some reason.
Yup, and he has. Don't forget about 7K. It did the same thing.
Yeah,
it wasn't safe, but he had a follow up that you had to respect at some point. So, Rig is OD. He can still play the ground game to some extent. He's got really great tracking. He's got a super launcher throw. He's got The only thing that I think makes Rig just a very little bit amount of weak is just the fact that he doesn't have a close hit after his bound. He still gets good damage, though, when he's in the corner because he can do up kick, and he can do it in the open, too. But it's nowhere near as much as what you would get from a close hit. That's why I can't put him above.
He has 2 HK of the God.
2 HK. What is 2 HK? 16, 17 frame?
I think so.
Standing low
16.
sweep that you can't react to?
No.
Like, come on, man.
Into a 12 frame throw, you can't fuzzy guard.
Exactly. I'm putting Kula next.
Let me think about it. Kula. Yeah, Kasumi I still think is better than Kula. Yeah, I like that.
So we have Nico. We have Rig. Hold on.
I like Nico and Kula next to each other. Oh, no, Kula in front of Rig? Yeah, that sounds good, actually.
Yeah, because, bro...
Kula. Oh, my God.
Bro... Cool. I want you to explain this because I already know what I want to say. But, bro, this character's fucked up. Seriously.
So, they gave her... So, the new ground game came out, right? So, now, every time she ends her combos with 9K, 2K, she gets guaranteed force text off of every single one of her BNBs.
What? I didn't know that part.
Yeah, nobody knows that because nobody plays her and the game died out. But after that patch came out, I'm like, do you guys even care that she can slide off of every combo and get force text for free? She's playing DOA 4. She's playing DOA 4. She has broken Oki. Neutral, quick launching, you can't counter her. She's just gonna back punch kick you and then you're in the air for no reason.
Wow.
She's actually a nightmare. That. Like she the way this game plays favors Kula so much, it's not even funny. You can't play her online and she's even stronger offline. Her whole damage is nuts.
Kula, her speed is fucking disgusting.
Oh, and not to mention, this is like the last thing I love about her. Her 9K, this for people who don't know, her 9K and her 9K 2K are unreactable, and it's a legit 50-50. You can't guess. I mean, you have to guess. You can't react. It's dumb. So when you put people in the firecracker stage, imagine that. You have to guess slide or a mid. So if you duck, you get slammed down. You get comboed regardless. So she's dumb. Like that's insane.
So I definitely want to put Mai in front of her. I played
Yeah.
Matt yesterday, and this isn't even me like honestly basing this off of Matt. This is me just looking at what he was doing with the character, and just looking at. I've always thought Mai was a good character, but when I actually played against Matt yesterday, it made me open my eyes up and be like, "This bitch is fast. She recovers so fast off of stuff. She has a super launcher throw. It's not the best in the game. She tracks.
It's amazing though.
Her back forward kick, it evades wake up kick still, and it'll kick you in the fucking head. Her damage output, bro, is actually higher than what I thought it was.
It's very slept on. It's
Her
too
damage
much
output
for
is a
what
lot higher than what I thought it was. Like, I'm fighting him, and I'm like, bro, he's chunking me right now, bro. Like,
neutral. She's actually one of the best characters to ever come out in DOA history. That's how strong she is.
and don't get me wrong, her projectile is not the best in the game, but it's still a projectile, and it still hits people at some points. Especially if if you whiff punish wake up kicks with it. If you whiff punish wake up kicks with that shit, it's good. Like, you can use her projectile.
No, it's actually, I think projectile is a lot stronger than people actually think. It's a time waster. As long as you're spending like 3 to 4 seconds every projectile, that's time. And in tournament, that your nerves are racking, and like you just have fans being thrown at you. You want to come in. You're somebody like Ayane who can't rush down. Now you can't even turn. She completely destroys turtlers because of a projectile that isn't supposed to be in the game.
Wow.
You just get a life lead, and you just start throwing projectiles at turtlers. Like Elliot, what is he gonna do?
Exactly. Little orange.
And then with that new, when they brought back 6K, it's like 4-6K now. She might be even higher. It's just like we don't know. The game hasn't developed, but it's very safe to put her here.
All right, one second, guys. I had to eat something. I was fucking hungry. I'm sitting here for 2 hours. So I definitely agree. Mai should definitely go in front of Cooler.
I agree.
I want to put Kasumi next.
There you go. There she is. Makes sense.
I definitely think Kasumi should go next. Let's talk about it for just a brief second. Forward punch kick is one of the best moves, best strings in this game. Her forward punch kick has never been like this. Okay.
No.
It causes a spin stun.
They're wrong for that.
Plus 18, I believe. It's plus 18 with a character who has an 11 frame mid and a 9 frame jab. She's got a super launcher throw. She's got her forward punch kick, not to mention it's a good stun. It tracks out the ass, and it's completely safe with 2 follow-ups.
Yep. It pushes you back. The pushback is the worst part. Somebody like Elliot, what is he gonna do?
Yeah, 2 follow-ups. She's got good low game. If you're fighting someone who doesn't like to block their feet, there's people at the highest level. I ain't saying no names, but these motherfuckers don't block low. Them shits, her little forward punch down kick and forward punch kick actually mixes people up.
Mixes way too many people up.
Mixes a lot of people up.
Yeah.
I've seen Video Games His Life playing her in a tournament, and he was fucking people up with that 9 throw. I didn't realize how annoying that grab was until I started fighting Shade.
9 throw is mad fast. Yeah, I didn't realize. I mean, I'm gonna be straight up. I didn't know either. I just
like he was literally landing on my face like every 2 seconds. I'm like, bro, get out of here. Yeah, Kasumi, bro. She's oh my god. Not to mention advanced mid punch hold, an 11
there you
frame
go. I was just gonna say
mid
that,
character and a 9 frame jab. Advanced mid punch hold that gives her a guaranteed backflip into a 30% combo. Bro.
Say goodbye to like every character who has mid punch, who's mainly mid punches. Why would you give that to the Kasumi?
So let me get this straight. You're gonna let Kasumi do forward punch kick on block and make me guess?
And I'm gonna slice step attack too.
On.
Once you run up to me, I'm gonna slice step attack, and then I'm gonna counter mid punch and get a free combo.
Exactly. So Kasumi's OD. Now, I want to put. That is how I want to do it. I want to put Tina next.
Oh, Tina.
There is because we only have 3 characters left. It's Tina, FaZe, and Christy. I think.
Oh. That's how many characters we got left. And you want to put her there? All right, go. Oh, that girl. That girl's cheap.
Hold on, let's talk about FaZe real quick.
FaZe.
The biggest issue with FaZe, and it's been since 5, she's just super unsafe. Like, you have to be I call people who play Phase 4
Masochist.
an artist. You have to be an artist because the character is not easy to use. She does a lot of damage. She has a very, very high. She has the highest execution barrier in the game. She's the only character in this game that requires an extensive amount of execution. Raido does a little bit, but he's ass. We're not going to talk about him. Phase 4's skill ceiling is very high. She takes a long time to learn to master all her B&Bs, the max damage stuff. She's very unsafe. And in order to make her work, you have to be willing to take a lot of risk. You have to be a very risky player, but to know how to capitalize off of being risky. So, you think that... I think she's... Fuck, man, I don't know.
We also need to talk about that new sit-down stun they gave her. It's so funny because some of these characters are so strong, I didn't even think they deserved these new sit-down stuns, but when you give a character like Phase 4, that new 4 HK, she can now stun you and literally just get guarantees every single time. And that's not something I think FaZe should have needed balance-wise because she was already so strong. But it's like, now that we put this into account, she's insane. She's insane. I can't agree though. Like I think although she is good, characters like Tina had already started the game out with these sit-down stuns.
Yeah, right.
So it's like,
oh my god, I forgot about Tina's up punch, bro.
Yeah, why did she start the game out with that move already? That's not fair. But
like, why? This is how you know Team Ninja hates their characters. Mm-hmm. You gave Tina up punch fatal stun, but Raido has up punch, and his doesn't fatal stun.
He's a heavyweight.
What is up with that?
And he doesn't have her frame data with the throws, like 4-frame throws, 6-frame throws.
Where do you think FaZe goes?
I think FaZe goes. She's actually up. I think where you put Tina, I want to put her there.
Okay.
Only because Tina beats FaZe, so there's no way that Tina should be under her.
So you think Tina should go? You think FaZe goes in front of Kasumi?
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
I think better than Kasumi. Back forward throw.
So I think that now Tina is in front of FaZe though.
Who
I think that Christy, bro. I think Christy's better than Tina, bro.
Okay, so I have to like seriously, strongly disagree with that.
Oh my god! Please explain this one.
Yeah. So Tina is very, very safe. Has no weaknesses. Has neutral damage. Her punch kick is now -2. So she's.
Oh what?
Yeah. Oh my god.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Killy's out here doing 3K -2 and punch kick -2 because they both end in that 3K move. So now and now imagine this. She's gonna mid punch hold you if you mash. And now you want to throw out a high, right? Now Killy likes to do 3P, which is a standing crush that deep stuns.
Yeah.
So he's putting you in these situations like it feels like you're fighting Genfu. Like no matter what you throw,
because he's putting you in a situation where he always has a response for what you're doing.
Exactly.
Because
so
he can hold,
neutral Tina,
he can sidestep.
And now you can't stay in her face.
Yeah, I see.
So
I didn't know about the -2. I never knew that. I thought it was -5.
I found out about that late, and I was like, why?
I mean, look. Either way, I mean, we're talking about the top 3 in the game at this point, so it really don't matter. But I can see why you would say that Tina is the second best character in the game.
Yeah, and I like it actually doesn't matter. So that's why, like, when you get to this point, I like to just do, like, who beats who at this point. Like, if Phase 4 loses to Tina, like, it just wouldn't make sense. Because Tina literally destroys every other character in the S tier as well, including Phase 4.
Right. Let me just move up with these characters.
So we only have Phase 4, Tina, and Hayabusa?
That's it, dude.
Oh, so, I mean, me personally, I would put Tina in front of her and then Phase 4. They're both, like, dumb as hell. It's literally the only thing that separates them is the fact that Tina just beats her. It's just one character that beats her.
So you think that FaZe is better than Christy?
Yes. Because I think of Christy as just like one. Okay, Christy offline and Christy online. I'm not saying you get confused by it. I know you don't, but a lot of people get her confused because of that. A lot of people put her way too high because of that. I'm gonna say this off. line, Christy cannot open you up. Like she
Yeah,
struggled so
now,
bad.
hold
She
on, hold
lost.
on.
Mhm.
I agree with that, okay? Because this was her problem in 5.
Yeah.
However, what made Christy an issue was never her in the open. What made Christy a problem is because she was pecking at your fucking face for so long that you ended up in a corner, which means that now you have to deal with her slamming you into the wall and guessing.
Yeah, it's like
In the
actually demonic.
open, also, Christy, and we talked about this, so actually I don't know why I'm even tripping out right now. Christy lost her back throw. Now, granted, back throw was never super good, but that was the only real way to truly put someone in a loop with her.
Yeah.
You couldn't ever loop anyone when they took away her back throw. Again, Christy's another one of those characters where if you are not playing defense and you're just mashing, she's going to take advantage of you. But if you're playing actual defense, unless she has you in a corner, you should be able to block everything Christy does.
Yep. She can't do anything to you anymore. She's gonna forward throw you, and then you're on the floor.
Right. The only thing is when Christy gets you in that corner, because she's going to get you to the corner. Think about it. When she's back turning, she does that mid punch into the high, and it jails, and it's 0 on block. That stuff all allows Christy to continue to push you towards the corner. It's like you're fighting a 2D character. Once you get your back to the wall, man, Christy is probably the scariest character in the game. But out in the open, I would definitely say that she suffers because she can't really open you up at all. Nothing she does, think about it, all for lows. I think back punch kick or back punch down kick, does that even put you in a deep crouching, deep stun? Or no?
It does, but that move literally will never connect on anybody's ankles offline.
Because think about it,
so
back punch is way too fast to even get that confused with back punch down kick. So
and then remember, they nerfed her 9P, the neutral thing on block, that's gone.
Wow, they took that away.
Mm-hmm. They took out sidestep, jacket hold 2KK. So now, even if she stuns you with it, she's negative on hit. She doesn't, and that went from being a limbo stun to like literally a negative on hit stun.
Right.
They couldn't even give her that Kasumi 6PK twirly stun.
I'm actually looking at this, and as I'm looking at this list, I'm actually like okay with how it's turning out.
And lastly, the thing about Christy, like she is very strong, but the fact that she's literally reliant on the corner and nothing else means that it's too coin flip. It's too much of a risk.
Right. It's too situational.
When she gets to the corner, she's like the best character in the game. But defense and like not being able to like pressure properly and 6 PP is thrown right out the window offline.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Her main tool is gone. She's just getting held all day. She loses to like to Elliot. She loses to a lot of characters. She has a lot of bad matchups. To be an S tier character, she does have a lot of bad matchups, but she makes up for it with her rushdown.
Right. Yeah, man. I mean, look, dude, this list is like it's pretty much what I imagined it to be. A lot, like there's only a couple of things that kind of threw me off guard that I didn't really see you saying. The number one thing that threw me off that I actually had to think about for real, like that made me really think, was Zach.
Yeah.
But that's because, like, again, you know, I wanted to get your opinion of it, and you know, Hoodless is obviously the best fucking Zach player in the world, so you know, he's gonna chime in as well. But
yeah, and I know you've always thought highly of Zach. This is like one thing I've always known. Like the 3 characters that we can say is like arguable, like we can switch these characters around, is like Zach, Momiji, and Diego.
Yeah,
I think.
Definitely Diego as well. I mean, we got a pretty solid.
Okay, I'll say
here.
with time, I think Diego would be like B tier, but like the character is so solid because he's so straightforward and he does damage. He has tools.
I think what's missing from Diego that allows him to really excel, and this is the thing that he's missing, that his character design realistically he should have had. Diego should have had an offensive hold.
Yeah. Exactly.
Think about it. They got rid of Ein to put another basic-ass 69 move character in the game. He's a brawler character, but in order to make his shit super scary, he needs an offensive hold, which I don't know why they didn't give him. All they had to do was give him
and I think they knew exactly. They actually know exactly what you're saying. I'm pretty sure they didn't give it to him because he was already so, I guess he's not loaded, but he had like the unblockable, and he has like the 2 HK stun and 1 PP. I guess they were afraid of Diego themselves.
I think they were trying to avoid putting another Lei Feng in the game, like trying to put another sweep into offensive hold type character into the game. Because think about it, Lei Feng is the only character that can really successfully do that, as annoying as she can. Like Bass 1P can do it, but Bass is slow. Lei Feng's sweep into offensive hold has been hitting people since the beginning of time.
DOA.
They probably didn't want to give another character the ability to do that.
Yeah, that's actually insane. Yeah, because you can tell they definitely thought about it.
Yeah, I mean, because his character design, he looks like he should have had an offensive hold, and probably did at one point, and he probably took it out in one of the earlier builds. But, I mean, I think this list is perfect, dude. Like, for this to be the final tier list for DOA 6 until DOA 6 Ultimate or DOA 7, I think that this... And it's actually wild looking at this list, man, because none of these characters even got a chance. Like, Tamaki didn't even get a chance.
Nope, Jan Lee. Kula and Mai didn't get a chance.
Not at all. Oh my god, bro! Cool and Mai didn't even get to get out of the shower. Bro.
No,
they got all dressed. Look, Cool and Mai got all dressed up, and they did their hair, and they put lotion on, and they, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, nobody took them out,
and no one took them out.
Bro, they didn't leave my YouTube
house.
channel.
Are we gonna talk about Hayabusa? No, there's nothing to say about Hayabusa.
No, there's
we don't. I'm not doing it again. Hayabusa is actually. Not even, we shouldn't even be talking about it, to be honest.
It'll actually get me mad if we actually have to talk about that.
If we have to talk about what makes Hayabusa broken, the reason why I say it would piss me off is because Hayabusa's been broken in every DOA game he's been in. The only DOA version, and this still wasn't even a whole game, the only DOA version that he wasn't broken in was Ultimate, when he got nerfed into the floor.
Yeah.
DOA 5 Ultimate. But in last round, he redeemed himself, and he came back.
Yeah.
Hayabusa definitely went through a dark phase, but they had no choice. They had to nerf Master. Like, he was a Zuna dropping people out of his Zuna drops.
And
like, he was literally coming up with shit that shouldn't have been in the game, bro. And, like, you can't let a person do that.
And for that to be his weakest game is still sad, because he was still the best character in the game.
Right, he was still the best character. I mean, we're talking about a character who has always been the best character in the game. Always. In DOA 4, 12-frame up kick. Offensive holds, 1K. His 1K in DOA 4 shouldn't have even existed. DOA 2U, forward punch kick. The best mid-punch launcher in DOA history. And they gave it to Momiji, and guess what they did? It was too good, so they took it away.
Yeah, they had to delete that move from history.
Yeah. So, I like this. I like this list, man. I think we made some real moves here with this shit.
I like this. Yeah, it's perfect.
Yep. Well, look, man. I mean, shit. This was a 2-hour discussion. I gotta cut this shit up and put it on the tube. So, I think that's it, man. You got anything else you want to add here? You got any closing sentiments you want to say for? Because I mean, let's be real here, guys. DOA 6 is dead. I mean,
yeah. It's like what?
I'm making content for the game. I love DOA. I don't love DOA 6, but I love DOA as a series. I'm hoping that there's a future in the game, and that it doesn't go out like this, because it would suck to be a full-time Tekken player. But there's nothing more to talk about with DOA 6. I mean,
yeah,
this game it's how do they say? It's a wrap. Like, it's a wrap for this game. Like,
it clipped. And
because it's a wrap. Now, when people were talking about going back to DOA 5 when DOA 6 was still being updated, I had a problem with that. Because it's like, at least give them the chance to fix the game. But now that we know that this is what we have, I don't say anyone shouldn't go back to DOA 5 because it's the better game. You have more freedom to be creative in DOA 5. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can force tech people.
I didn't go
seriously,
back to
guys.
DOA 5 at all. Like,
right. Seriously. I went back to DOA 5 and I played it online the other day. Not even from a system standpoint, but from a creative standpoint. You can literally go into the lab one day and say, I want to come up with an unholdable. And it's going to be fun to do it. I have not come up with one setup in DOA 6. You know why? Because you can't do that.
yeah.
You can't tech people up off the wall with no time to force techs. You can't force tech people up off the ground at all. Unless you have a grappler character, which isn't fun. Everything that... Remember... Alright, ready? So this is how... This is the last point that I'm going to make. Remember you used to be in the lobby and you would do this new force tech and somebody would be like, oh, that was hot. Or in the voice of Killy, oh, that was cute. That was cute, Michael. That doesn't exist anymore.
No. Because then you
You
went back to
can't
training
do
mode
that anymore.
and tinkered with it.
The game, seriously, man, it's sad to see that this is what happened to it. But
Mm-hmm. And plus, we're at a standstill in life, with all this COVID stuff. So it's like just play what you like.
right.
So I mean, honestly, like I've just been back on 5. 5 is good for your soul. You should give it a shot every now and then. And we should play if you ever down for that. Other than that,
Look, man, it's gonna take a lot of. Cause look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The biggest thing that I hate about DOA 6 is it made me not as good at the game. Not because I don't play DOA 6 that much, because I played a decent amount. But when you go back to DOA 5 and you fight a good player, if you're not prepared, you're gonna get washed. That was the way DOA 5 was. In DOA 6, it feels like anyone can stand a chance to beat you at any time. DOA 5, bro, if you sucked at dealing with pressure, if you sucked at making decisions after you get teched up, if you sucked at dealing with, fucking unholdable situations,
oh my god,
you're
I
gonna
have
get your
no
ass
idea.
whooped.
I have no idea how many times I say this. It feels good to hear. It feels good to hear it.
It's true. I mean,
Yeah.
it's true. Think about it. Look, the few times that I've played DOA 5 in the last couple of weeks, I've played people in DOA 5 that I've played in 6.
Mm-hmm.
And they were getting
And they're out of
washed.
pocket.
And when I play DOA 6 and they're beating me, I'm like, damn, like, I've been playing this game for this long and I'm getting beat by this guy. Like, there's something wrong, man. There's something seriously wrong with that.
It's a paradox. Makes no sense.
But I'm hoping that there is a future for Dead or Alive 6. Or, I'm sorry, Dead or Alive. Please, just if you're going to do DOA 6, just scrap everything you did and redo it.
Hack it up.
Honestly, and this is going to sound fucked up, if they were to say, you know what, guys, we're going to do a DOA 6 Ultimate.
No.
But it's, no, matter of fact, if they said we're going to do a DOA 7 and pretend like DOA 6 never existed, I would not be opposed to that.
That's the best move.
Like, if we would have, as a community, act like DOA 6 never came out. Do you guys remember Soul Calibur 3? Because I don't. I don't know anyone who talks about Soul Calibur 3. Not because it was a bad game, but because every series has a game where it kind of was just like, all right, Soul Calibur 2 was hot, right? It had Link on GameCube, it had Hayachi on PlayStation, it had Spawn on Xbox. It was so hot. And then Soul Calibur 3 came out and it was kind of like, what the fuck is this? You know? Tekken Revolution came out and it was like, what is this? Tekken Revolution is that game that you don't talk about. And in my opinion, Dead or Alive 6 is going to be that game for the series if there's a new DOA game.
I hope nobody's surprised.
And it's a shame, man. Because I remember, dude, like I want to rant for like 2 more minutes. I remember when I went to EVO 2018 and I'm playing it. I'm like, bro, this feels so good.
I know, right?
Oh my God, we're at EVO. We're on the stage. We got cameras. We got Chosen One running around. We got people interested in the game. It looks good.
We finally thought we had something.
We thought we were gonna make it big, y'all. We thought we was gonna be somebody.
We had Sonic versus Vanessa.
We had Sonic Fox fight. We had celebrities playing DOA 6 on stage. Like, and when Sonic Fox even says DOA 6 is trash, as a person who loves DOA, like he loves DOA, when Sonic Fox said, if we can go back to just playing DOA 5 in tournament, I would compete, do you know there's something wrong with it?
If the best fighting game player in the world is saying that this game is trash, it's bad. And he plays everything. Like, he actually touches everything. It's bad, guys. If you're not going to take it from us, take it from him. Please, take it from somebody. It's bad.
Proper sad, bro. But with that said, I got to put this up on YouTube, and I got to get ready for work. So I appreciate you coming through, man, and doing this tier list with me.
No problem.
Guys, Again, make sure you check out XcaliburBladez on Twitter. I know this video is going to do pretty well because all my tier lists usually do. Make sure you guys check out XcaliburBladez on Twitter and also his YouTube channel. He's doing really good shit with his YouTube right now. I'm going to put all his links and everything like that up. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and hop out of here, man. You got anything else you wanted to add in there? Or?
No, these days, I mean, I'm playing DOA 5. I upload a lot of DOA 5 content. If you guys want me to, I will upload DOA 6. I'm going to do that first to 10 with Thunder God. Yeah. So,
oh my God, I can't wait for that.
Yeah, that's gonna be hilarious. so
I can't wait to see that shit. You guys have been talking so much shit.
And other than that, like I've been chilling. I've been playing other fighting games, playing DOA 5 on the side for my soul, so it can actually recover from what happened of a year of DOA 6.
Right.
Other than that, I've just been chilling. That's all I gotta say. Thank you for having me.
Yep, I'll catch you next time, man. We're gonna have to collab on some more projects in the future.
Bet. Just hit me up.
All right, man. I'll catch you, bro. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
All right, guys. That's gonna do it, man. Make sure you guys check out Caliber again. I'm gonna go ahead and put this video up on YouTube before I go to work. It's been a pleasure doing this for you guys. Unfortunately, this is going to be the final Dead or Alive 6 tier list. But yeah, man, we're gonna be moving on, and hopefully this isn't the end of DOA, man. I hope that we get something better going for the future.